Hey all, welcome back. This is going to be, let me see if I'm even recording audio. I am. Okay, so this is going to be part 2 of Fun with Fibos, whatever you want to call it. We're going to go into a little bit about actually using the Fibonacci lines, setting them up, and then we're going to show you an easy way to do it. So the first thing you need to do, this is just plain old black background chart. We want to add in zigzags. And if you look under your input section, it's 531. Under colors, you can edit it to whatever you want. Do white with a little dotted line. So what that does is it draws zigzag on here. Zigzag's basically your guide to draw your Fibonacci lines. Once you get more, and I'll cover this in the next video, once you get, I guess you could call it getting up to a little bit more advanced level, you'll be able to draw Fibonacci's within the zigzags themselves, because sometimes you'll see the pattern form there. But for now, zigzags is a great way to give you a base guideline on how to draw your Fibonacci lines. So how do you draw a Fibonacci line? Pretty easy. If you go up top up here, you're going to look for a tool that says Fibonacci Retracement. You just click it, you get a little icon, and we're just going to draw it on this one right here, so we can see if this is coming down, going to be a retrace, whatever, but basically I just want to show the Fibonacci line. So let's say we draw it from bottom to top. Well, that doesn't, this would be for a V pattern moving downwards, but if we're looking at this as starting to move up as our retracement, let me draw a little line so I can show what I mean. If I was thinking price was moving back up this way, well, the Fibonacci is drawn the wrong way. So one of the things that I'm going to show you is a nice little easy trick so that when you draw a Fibonacci line, it will draw it both ways for you, so you don't got to worry about, well, hey, do I draw this from bottom to top or top to bottom? I don't remember. God, this sucks. So let's see how it would have been properly drawn. So again, we would click Fibonacci Retracement, and we click it, and we draw down, and there we go. So what happened is price moved up, price came back down, it broke through 61.8, hit 50%, and now it looks like it's going to start moving back up. We're not going to get into what that means yet, but for now, you have 0, 23.6, 38.2, 50, 61.8, 100, and 161.8. Just to get you started off, I'm going to show you an easy way to edit these levels, and we're going to only work with 0, 61.8, and 161.8. And it's just an easy way to get you started on them. So let's go ahead and minimize this one. And this is Euro USD. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to come over here. We're going to throw in our zigzags. Okay, so this one we do have to edit. So we're going to do 5, 3, and 1. And we'll see what happens there. Let's go with colors. We'll leave it red, just and we'll change it to some funky color so you can see it real well. Do aqua. Okay, so here's your zigzag. If you wonder what those numbers 5, 3, 1 meant, let's take a look at them then. What if we did use the defaults of 12, 5, 3? And this particular one, not too much. Normally what it means is it draws larger zigzags, but in this case, these zigzags are pretty solid. So let's go back, we'll put it to 5, 3, 1. Right, let me kill that because this is a live account. I don't need to have an order placed. Right, there we go. Okay. Oops. So let's go back in there. Sorry, I didn't mean to place an order. 5, 3, 1. Woohoo, we're done. Okay, so we got 5, 3, 1. Let's go in and this time, and this one's set up the way I use Fibonacci. We have, let's look at this pattern right here. We have a nice up movement, down movement, and up movement. So we had a retrace. Let's draw the Fibonacci. Now, if you remember, I drew it bottom to top on the other chart, and that was incorrect. I need to draw this top to bottom, but let's see what happens when I draw it this way. And let me change the colors to white, so hopefully those will stick out a little bit more. But if you notice, and I'll make this a little smaller, my Fibonacci is double-sided. I have 0, 61.8, 61.8, 100, 161, and 161.8. So I'm going to show you how to throw in the 100 up top here also. Pretty easy to do. Whenever you want to edit the Fibonacci properties, you would double-click the Fibonacci line. You'll get dot, dot, dot. So now you know you selected it. Right-click, go to Fibo Properties. And if you look, here's the color. Change it to white. If we look in here, these are the levels. So we have 0, 61.8. I'm going to go slow here because you'll need to, these are the levels you want to add in if you want to have a double-sided Fibonacci. We have 100, 161.8, but if you look over here, it's 1.618. Now I have negative 1.618, which gives me the 161 down here on the bottom. And then we have negative 0.618. So the last thing we want to add in, because we need a 100 level up here, so we can draw it either way we want. So we click on Add. Now if we go up and look, 100 is actually just 1. So we're going to go down and we're going to put in negative 1. And for description, we put in 100. Go ahead and click on OK. And there we go. So now, let's go ahead and delete it out. So let's go ahead and draw one. Let's take this line right here. Anytime you draw your Fibonacci, whether you draw it from top to bottom, we get nice little lines, double-sided Fibonacci, easy to use, and you don't got to stress out on which way to draw the thing. Let's try it again. I did top to bottom, let's go bottom to top. We get the exact same thing. Pretty easy, simple. I'm going to go ahead and add a part 3 on here in a little bit, but I just wanted to clear up on how you can edit the Fibonacci lines. So again, you double click it, you get your little dots, you know you got it selected. Go into Fibo Properties. The levels that you want to have, just for the purpose of this, when I'm teaching it, you're going to want 0 to 0.618, which is 61.8, 1, which is 100, 1.618, which is 161.8, negative 1.618, which is 161.8, negative 0.618, which will give us the 61.8 on the other side, and negative 1, which will give us the 100. All you have to do is do that. If there are any other levels in there, say you have, I don't know, 111, what you do is, as you're scrolling through, you just click it and hit delete. I'll be back in a few. I'm going to take a little break because I'm gotta go to the bathroom, honestly, and we'll go ahead and continue.